2024 winter graduation, you're Hilary Bagley or Bagley. This is 1A takeaway.
Hilary, you made it. Congratulations.
Thank you. I am so excited.
How are you feeling now? Think about all of the things that you've gone through, all of the work that you've done. What feelings do you have right now, standing at a finish line that's actually a starting line?
Yeah, right. I feel a load of relief. I feel an intense sense of accomplishment. I've been trying to graduate from this exact building since 1991. So it is a beautiful full circle that I feel like Heavenly Father has gifted to me, and I didn't think that it could happen, and He put everything in place to make it happen.
Put everything in place for you. Tell me a little bit about your path. Tell me a little bit how you got here. You said 1991.
Yeah.
Going back a little bit, but
Yeah.
Tell me how you found out about your pathway. How has it helped you in your educational experience?
Yeah, I finished high school in 91, came to this campus, and after about a year and a half, I went on a mission. And then it was a constant, incomplete thing in my life. I would always think, okay, I'll go back to a community college. And I did several different places, several different times. And then after I got married, my husband said, I heard about this thing called Pathway. And I was like, okay. And he said, so I think you should do it. And I was trying to come up with any reason why I didn't need to do it. Because I had believed the lie that I couldn't. And so when it was introduced to me, I was like, it's going to be too expensive, and I don't really have the time to do it. And he's like, no, I think you can. And I was like, no, I don't really think I can. And then we went on a vacation to Moab, and we went to the sacrament meeting there, and the speakers were 2 Pathway missionaries. And my husband looked at me like, so what are you going to do about it? And we got home, and he pretty much practically filled out the application for me, and was like, I can't take the last step. You have to submit it. And I was like, okay. And I went terrified to my first gathering, and I saw other people that were terrified with me, and I felt like I'm not the only one. I can do this. And it was an entire journey. So 2018, that's when that happened. And from that day to this, I have seen the Lord's hand more in my life than I ever have before.
Thanks so much for sharing that with me, Hilary. What would you say to someone who's just starting out? Someone who is maybe in the position where you were a few years ago. What would you say to encourage them to come and do it?
Just take the first brave step. I'm gonna just go to Alma and say, just a seed. Even if you want to believe, even if you want to hope to believe, I don't care how far back that is. If there's any desire at all, just take it. Be brave enough to take the first step and show up, and you'll see that you're not alone. You're not the only one that feels that way. Just do it.
How have you felt your self-growing capability throughout this experience studying at BYU Pathway?
I found myself feeling more confident every time I go into Canvas. I know how this works. I feel like I grew in capacity because I grew closer to Jesus Christ. I feel like He took my weakness, and constantly over and over I would say, I can't do this, and He would be like, yeah, you can, because I'm going to do it with you. We're going to do it together. And I would try, and more, I would less and less feel like I couldn't do it, and more like, okay, Heavenly Father, we got this together. And He's like, yep, we got this. And so then we would just do it together. And it was really fantastic.
Well, it's a credit to you that you didn't walk alone. You had the faith to take that first step. Tell me a little bit how BYU Pathway has helped you in your job opportunities.
Yeah, so I never thought I could have an 8 to 5 kind of a job. I had worked for years in retail, and I just thought for the rest of my life I'm going to work evenings and weekends and holidays. And within the first 2 semesters of Pathway Connect, I had a part-time job that was working between 8 and 5, and then within months after that, I had a full-time job that was an 8 to 5 job. And even within that time, as I've gone through my BYU Idaho experience, there have been management opportunities that I could have gone for, but I didn't have my bachelor's degree. And honestly, just last week, I found out that somebody was leaving and there was a management position open. And I thought I can actually apply for that. And whether they give it to me or not, I'm qualified. I can do it. So.
It's so awesome that you've now gone through that process where you've learned, you've sacrificed, you've struggled, and you're here. So thank you so much for your example. Any last thoughts? Any last feelings that are in your heart that you want to share with the world?
Just do it. Just try it. Heavenly Father has a plan for everybody. There is a way for you to be successful in whatever He wants for you in your life, and He wants the best things. He wants you to be happy. He wants every good thing for you. And Pathway can help you get that. And Pathway is uniquely created to help you get that. It's designed for it. Just do it.
Thanks, Hilary, so much for your example. Wonderful.
Yay.
Thanks.